The MAV is back at the storage facility. The house is getting a roof on it. There just wasn't any room. So some neat things have been happening since the last video. I got the bins done. I'm gonna give you a tour of those, how I got that finished. I've also got some new lighting to put in. I got some LED lights that have shown up. But before we get started on that, let me show you how the trip to recycling the metal went. So I've processed the wood pile to get rid of all the stainless steel and aluminum that I can get. And Ghost has graciously agreed to be the mule to haul the stainless and aluminum bits to the metal recycling place. And I called ahead, and stainless steel is worth more than aluminum right now. So let's hit the road and go recycle. So I made it over here to Asheville to Blue Ridge Recycling, some very nice people, and I got some totals. Ghost was riding heavy down that highway. I was a little worried about tire blowout, but I was figuring 3 adults, I had 450 pounds I could carry. I was estimating 200 pounds, I wasn't far off. So what we got was, we have 4 pounds of stainless steel, 189 pounds of mixed aluminum, and stainless steel 19 pounds of just standard steel. So the grand total was $69. So it was definitely worth the trip. Glad I didn't rent a vehicle to haul it up here. So 69 is better than nothing. So both bins are now covered. I decided not to do a big piece of plywood across the whole floor. I could have done that. It wouldn't have been any much more trouble. But I'm trying to save all the headroom I can, and every ½ inch is a ½ inch. And there's probably about 5'10" of headroom, and I'm 6 feet. So I just don't want to give up any space, so I'm trying to keep it as low as possible. So for the bins, that wasn't really all that difficult. I reused some of the brackets from the shelving units and got some self-tapping screws and just reused these brackets here, screwed it up to here, worked really great. I'll need to put in another trim board because I couldn't cut this quite evenly, so a trim board here, a piece of insulation up here, and then I put in a 2x4 to strengthen the edge right here. Now this is going to be the area where the 5,000 BTU air conditioner is going to go. It's going to sit a little above here, and you'll see later on when I build out this section here how this is all going to fit in. But the air is going to go in here, come out here, and then go through here, circulate outside. And I might put a vent in the door, not sure yet whether I'll just open the door or put a vent in it. And then over here in this other bin, kind of set up the same way, I think I have room for my 1,000 watt gas generator over here. So pretty neat setup. I've started putting the wood up, and this turned out to be very simple with some self-tapping screws. I may need to get a stronger screwdriver. The battery powered one is a little weak for this, but this was a simple thing to do to put these boards up. And I've gone and I've sealed all the lights here. I've left one little vent hole here. I've covered the lower vent hole, but I've sealed this in. Now the penalty for this is for these lights back here. I will now, instead of unscrewing the light fixtures from the outside to change the bulb, I'll have to take off the wall board to change the bulb. But I just don't want to deal with any more water leaks. So I've sealed all these lights in and taken care of that. So the next step will be to build out the covers over the wheel well over here and start building the base support for the bed that's going to go up against the wall. And then start putting up the furring strips and putting in the insulation, which that part is going to be fun and easy. I already kind of played with that a little and I really like it. All right, so let's look at the lighting. So what we've got here is 8 lights up here, and each light has a double circuit. And so I've got the 2 different type bulbs. One type of bulb is the 1009. Now if you try to order these at your local auto parts store or at Walmart, these are ridiculously expensive. But you can buy them in bulk on Amazon, and I'll put links to that below for these 2 different type of lights. So inside here, this is a type 1009. Not quite sure what the old wattage is. I'll look up the new wattage here for you on this one. And then the other type that's in these units is the halogen one. They're a G4, I guess. And so I'm going to take one of the fixtures open and show you what that looks like. So here's our dome light switch. You can do high or low. There's 2 circuits. Okay, so here I've opened up the light fixture, and this is going to be the high bulb, which is 36 watts, and this is the low bulb, and I'm not sure how much that one uses. It's a type 1003. So I'm going to take this bulb out and replace it with an LED bulb. It's only going to use 2 watts. Now I ordered the wrong bulb to replace this one. As you can see, well, it's not the same base. So it is a type, it is a different type that I'm going to have to order and get that in. So I'm going to pull it out for now and just make sure not use it, so I'll be able to use this lighting. And let's see what that looks like. There we go. So I think that's going to work great and save a lot of power.